All right. Hey, mate, I really love your stream. Really part of, oh, cool. Okay. What's that say right there? We on Discord, username. I will do that. Thank you for inviting me to check you out on Discord. I will definitely follow you. I appreciate it. It's coming out of Twitch. That is TOMISIN 4207. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I will definitely follow you and jump in there on Discord. On your Discord, yes. And that's what it's about, man. That's what it's about, man. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. I enjoy giving out as much content and information as I can. And I enjoy jumping on other people's stream, listening to what they have to put out. Even if it's not real estate related in its entirety, I don't mind, because you got to see this all as a big thing. One reason I did Real Estate Lunchbox, some agents got their name and they're like, yeah, my name is so in real estate. That's cool. But the fact is, real estate is like a lunchbox. 18 years in this thing, I came in just to be a real estate agent and make a couple dollars. You know, about to marry a beautiful woman, you definitely got to have some coin in your pocket. You got a way to make income. And the truth of the matter is, it ended up becoming something where I saw life through the lens of it, you know? I even see how people choose their spouse through real estate. I'm telling you. I won't even get into that. We'll do that on a late night stream. That's definitely a lunchbox right there. That's a lunchbox moment. Lunchbox moment for real estate. Your boy got a bunch of stuff to do, so we're coming down the last day. I'm in the last day of this sweepstakes. We're giving away a 1-bedroom, 1-bath place in Atlanta. If you're an investor, if you don't even live in Atlanta, Coco Jane, you sure you want to jump in? Do you want to jump in? Do you want to be invited to jump into this stream? You got something very valuable to contribute to it? Shoot me a text and let me know. And then if you got something valuable, you can jump in. If you just want to talk to me, dude, we can do that on a DM, you know? Honestly, my pressure isn't to get a bunch of people following me doing a bunch of stuff, bro. Honestly, it's not. I am not in that type of mood where people have to follow me. I do this for fun because I enjoy doing this. I spend so much time talking to buyers, talking to sellers, trying to get them squared away. Yeah. And in the back of it, we run an estate. We do estate sales where we jump in and get vintage gear. We were buying the houses, and it started from a client of mine. She needed it sold. Her house sold. Was moving into a nursing home and said, "Hey, but can you turn around and get all of this stuff out? Because I really don't have a way to get it out." And we ended up doing an estate sale on her property. So we sold everything that was in there. At that time, it wasn't my thing. So I invited somebody in to do it. And then we turned around and sold the house. That's when I fell in love with estate selling and thrifting. And my wife runs it. And we got a Whatnot shop. You can find us on Whatnot on Treasure Flippers. Real estate is an expensive business. Man, I'm telling you, it's expensive. Real estate agents find out too. After y'all get your license, y'all find out this it is real, bro. It's real. It's real. So the market right now, how we looking like on this market? Shoot. It is officially a buyer's market, guys. It's officially a buyer's market. Gotta move over here for you guys on Facebook. It's officially a buyer's market. Yes. What is the difference between a buyer's market and a seller's market? The biggest thing with this, with the buyer's market, you got to realize that you can now lowball the heck out of sellers. That's really it. You can lowball the heck out of these sellers right now. And I know 3 contracts in the month of August fell through on one property in Atlanta that I had listed. This was the first time I actually took a property off the market and we had to go rent it. I hadn't seen something like that since 2008, 2007. Yeah, 2008, 2007. So, which leads me to tell you, if you are someone and you're looking to rent a place or you're trying to add something to your portfolio, the Live Free Give Hope sweepstakes is ideal, especially if you're an investor. And I'm going to keep telling y'all, this program, I've never seen an investor do anything like this before. And I keep saying it. Why? Because nobody gives anything away. And the only way he makes money is by selling the merch off of his site. So you go to 12monthfreerent.com, 12monthfreerent.com. That is my affiliate site because I'm an affiliate with them. Matter of fact, I'm managing an affiliate. Trying to get some of y'all together because there's a lot of money and opportunities for people who need to earn some extra cash. 12monthfreerent.com. Just go in, select to be an affiliate. Somebody from the team will reach out to you. But even more importantly, so we got to give this one bath away. Once this is done and it's been proven, even if we have to make some changes to it, we're going to be giving away a 1-bedroom, 1-bath every 2 months after January. December 31st, sweepstakes drawing. Tomorrow, sweepstakes starts. And it's going to be crazy because I know a bunch of investors that are ignoring me right now. If you're listening to the stream, y'all know who you are. I don't care. You're like, we got the insurance. He got the insurance. I say we because he put himself up to it. He got the insurance on the apartment. And now you can literally win the apartment and turn around fully furnished with the utilities covered and turn it into an Airbnb and rent it out. 600 opportunities to enter in the sweepstakes, and there's no cost to enter in. So we ain't after your money. I think you get about 20 different 15 or 20 different ways, something like that. The details are on the site. No purchase necessary. Just go to 12monthfreerent.com. All right, so you are a buyer and you're in the market. And I got to apologize to you guys on TikTok because honestly, until we actually get a stream going where everybody's on the stream, then you won't even be able to see my feed. I just don't want to get rid of TikTok. I just don't get rid of it. I love you guys at TikTok. But I'm not making this thing up. No way am I making this up. The frenzy is going to start. Big portfolio buyers who own in the metropolitan of Atlanta, I think is close to about 20 to 25% of the actual property in the city of Atlanta. The houses owned, single family residents owned private investors, not private like mom and pop private, which it used to be mom and pop private for a long time, not mom and pop private. I got to keep an eye on this stream because at 11 o'clock, that's when we're going to start our whatnot. But these investors, they've been buying property. And I say because I've worked with these hedge funds. They're hedge fund buyers. Matter of fact, anybody who sold their property to Zillow, to OfferPad, you've worked with them too. If you're an agent and you referred your property to Zillow or OfferPad, you've worked with them too because all they do is get the property. And on the back end, they turn around and sell the property to a hedge fund buyer. That's it. And we did that for years. I think 3, 4, 5 years, we were running up the bag doing that, selling it to them. Yes, you're like, oh, well, you helped contribute to it. No, yeah, okay. If you want to say yes. But it ain't my fault, okay? Because a buyer came, and if you're not buying, then somebody's going to be buying. And that is what we're looking at going into 2026. If you're not buying, somebody will be buying. So my message for my stream last night, this is going to be the perfect time to become an investor, to be a wholesaler, to learn creative financing, getting and make some money. Speaking about money, we're giving away $500,000. Well, we're not giving away. I like giving stuff away, huh? I should do a raffle on this piece. But you can get up to $500,000 through our funding partner, Legacy Peak Capital. Good people over there. Unsecured loan, private loan. You can go up to $500,000. Just got to have a couple things checked in place. And it's not crazy things. We just ask you, you can't come out of bankruptcy 6 months, 12 months ago and try to get a $500,000. Just stop that. Your minimum $32,000, I think it's 32,000 that you have to make in order to qualify. That is definitely your minimum. But you can get up to $500,000. I've had people get loans and open bakery shops. Just go to PropertyLionFunding.com. Or you go right over to LegacyPeak.com and tell them Leon sent you. They know who I am. But this real estate thing is no joke, bro. No joke. And it's not going to clear up or go anywhere different. But this is definitely going to be the opportunity for some of you guys who been talking. You constantly talk about getting into the real estate market. Like, yeah, I want to get into real estate. Yeah, I got to get. I'm going to tell you one thing about real estate. You can't talk about it. You really got to be about it. You got to get in, take your hits, make your moves. Sort of like the guy giving away that apartment on Live Free, Give Hope, their sweepstakes. He put that together, the owner. He owns a bunch of property. How many times do you see an owner tell you, hey, I'm tired of collecting late rent. I'm tired of it. Rent is always late. How can you help me? We can help by giving it away. And when he brought that idea, Lee, I'm just going to give it away. I said, dang, it's big. 12 months. I'm pushing it and I'm letting you know because I know for a fact once this model goes from Georgia to South Carolina to Florida to Texas, what's going to end up happening? People are going to want to do it. People are going to imitate it. Because if I can sell merch, if I can give away a place, give all these free entries, and then sell merch to help supplement it, who wins? We win. All right, this is She's Smart. Let's go ahead and listen to this right here.
Life update for those who care. I just took my house off the market and I'm going to tell you why. Before I get into this, I want to make sure that I mention I am not an expert. I'm just talking about what I've seen in my neighborhood, okay? I listed my house 23 days ago, and at the time, there were only 2 houses for sale. Both of them had been sitting on the market for a little over 30 days. As soon as I listed, 4 more houses for sale, including my neighbor. And since then, there's been 2 more. I don't like competition, so I took my house off, but that's not the only reason. I started going just a little bit outside of my neighborhood to see how long those houses were sitting. 75 days, 89 days. Your girl know how to take a hint. If houses are not selling and they're sitting, I'm not about to have the house on the market right now. It's just not a good time, obviously. So I started doing some research because I'm thinking I can't be the only person going through this. I ended up finding this article. 2 states where home prices are falling because there are too many houses and not enough buyers. They are talking about Florida and Texas. Now, the experts say that we're not going to have a housing market crash, but...
All right, so let's stop that right there. Florida and Texas. Florida and Texas. I love Texas. I haven't been to Texas in a long time, but I just love the flow of Texas. It's just big guns and big moves. I love it. Love Florida. Florida's bananas. A lot of people sleep on the Gulf Coast in Florida. The hidden joke is that's the armpit of God. I'm going to tell you right now, if it's the armpit of God, put me in the armpit. Real talk, put me in the armpit because I love it. Beaches, beautiful weather. What's causing Florida to be what it is right now? We talking about bad building code that's been there since the 60s, since the mob ran Miami, okay? And now you're slowly starting to see it affect people who had condos in Florida. And I truly believe, this is my opinion, I think Florida is probably going to be one of the markets based off of what I see, based off of people moving from California, from New York, different parts. Don't sleep on Florida. Even though they say Florida market numbers are dropping, Florida is probably one of the best places that people throughout the country are going to be moving to. Why? Why? I say simply because everybody loves sun. Everybody loves sun. You're going to want that beach next to you. It's easier to deal with it. And then how about going to a place where you don't pay any state taxes for once? But the numbers are dropping in Florida. They are dropping.
It looked like it. So anyway, I'm just going to wait until after the market cools down a little bit and then I'll try again.
Yes. And that's really a lot of sellers are feeling that way. They want to wait until the market cools down and then they're going to turn around and buy again. The reality of it, man, I'm going to tell you, the market is not going to cool down anytime soon. Not in the way that you want it to cool down. You want to go into the market and you're trying to buy a house. I heard on TikTok somebody, I can't wait till the market crash. I can buy a house now for zero, little, nothing. No, you cannot. It doesn't matter how the market crashes. What made it different? When I was a young whippersnapper, my kids be like, yo, why the heck you, back in my day, they hate me saying back in my day. Honestly, back in my day. And I don't care. I'm going to say back in my day. Let me go ahead and grab this real quick. I'm going to say back in my day. Tell my kids, you need to get over me saying back in my day. Because back in my day, 2006, 2007, coming into the real estate business, everything was crashing. Dude, I literally spilled coffee right here on myself. I don't like this coffee. The market was crashing. Everything was going down. I had no idea what that meant. But back in my day, 2005, 2006, 7, some of the young hitters in Atlanta was buying houses at $5,000. And like I said last night on my live stream, what was happening? They're buying these houses at $5,000, boarding them up, coming back a year or two later, completely building them out. Will we have that type of opportunity? No. It's a different flow, but we will have the opportunity to coming and help sellers avoid having a foreclosure on their credit through creative financing and help people who need to add liquidity into their bank account through things like wholesaling real estate. And from some of you guys that are risk adverse, this could be one of the best opportunities for you to supplement your income if you're looking to build a business. I am not selling your course yet. That's all I'm going to tell you. I'm not giving you or selling your course yet because I truly believe right now you can find all of this out, ChatGPT and YouTube. But some people need their hand to be held, and I get that. So when we have a school community that's going to open, we'll address all of that and help you guys to get into the school community. And it's not going to run you a bunch of money. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. You see how I'm doing. I'm doing this right here on my phone, baby. Right here. All you guys on TikTok, you probably wouldn't see this, but we're
launching CNBC's quarterly housing market survey because we wanted to get away from kind of the cold national statistics of sales and prices and inventories and really find out what's going on in the nation's neighborhoods. So we asked a slew of real estate agents across the country and all kinds of different neighborhoods what they're seeing on the ground, kind of a sidewalk survey. Now, what we found is that half of the agents said it is definitely a buyer's market. That means the buyers have the advantage because there's more inventory and sellers are starting to get nervous and sales are going a lot slower. And in fact, on prices, a lot of the agents are seeing prices start to come down a bit. In fact, 89% said they had at least one seller who did a price cut. They also said they had some sellers who delisted their homes, that is, took them off the market.
One seller did a price cut. I'm going to tell you, more than one seller is going to do a price cut or have done price cuts right now. More than one. More than one. More than one. If you're a seller and you're listening to this and you don't have to sell, I'm going to help you out too because I know we buy houses. But first and foremost, I mean, shoot, there's so many other ways to make money in real estate without actually buying somebody's house and flipping it and doing all the other stuff. There's so many different ways. People just lack creativity. That's their problem. But at the end of the day, if you're a seller and you're trying to get rid of your house and you're like, man, real talk, you don't really want to get rid of that 5, 4, 3% interest rate. But you're like, I got to get rid of this, Leon. Because I got to move somewhere and the job market didn't change. Trump shut down. Doge shut down stuff, and I got to find a place to move to. And this is not even playing. This is real talk for some people. I mean, Trump or Doge came in and shut it down. So you got to find where to go. If you cats in D.C., all of y'all. Lease that mug out. I'm going to tell you, lease it out. Lease it out. And if you're like, I don't want to deal with it, I don't want to be a renter, subject to it out. You can sell it. Don't take the L. Don't take the L. I just don't believe if you have a portfolio right now, you should be taking the L and selling anything. Because the reality of it is this wave of buyers coming into the market is going to be here for a little bit, but you still have people that can't buy. They're going to need a place to live. And if you can provide them with accommodations, you can turn around and cash flow and make some income. Pad split it. I love pad split. Pad split it and make more than you would actually make just turning around and selling it or leasing it traditionally. Pad split right now to me is one of the best places, best ways to double, triple your income. Matter of fact, I had a piece of property and I swear I hate that I subject to this, but I hate I did this thing. It was an Airbnb and it was rocking. I hated the fact that pad split was not on my radar at that time. Now somebody's staying in the place. They paying the bill. But guess what? I could have pad split that place in 3 times. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. So I'm just here to tell you through my imperfections, my losses, how you can win in a game. You can listen, you can shut up, you can do whatever you want to do. I don't care. After that, I can just tell you.
So what are they thinking about the next quarter? Well, most are pretty optimistic, thinking that sales are actually going to get even better or at least stay the same. A very small number think that sales are actually going to start to come down. Why? Because mortgage rates are falling. But they also said they have several potential buyers sitting on the sidelines because they think mortgage rates are going to go even lower. So maybe when we see rates go below 6%, that's when we're going to see a lot more demand.
Below 6%. Okay, so there are a lot of people getting some good rates right now. It's going to get deeper. It's going to get better. A 2-1 buy down. I say a 2-1 buy down is one of the best things you can do right about now. If you have no idea what a 2-1 buy down is, just DM me and I will put you with someone that can help you with a 2-1 buy down. They nationally do it. And all it means is that you can now offer that property at a lower rate to your buyer. That's all it means. Lower rate for an extended period of time until the 2 is done. And then you got to turn around and it's going to adjust to the market rate. But hopefully by then, a lot of people are speculating. They're suggesting, they think that, look, I got to drop this a little bit, right? They think that by then the rates would have dropped. If you did a 2-1 buy down about 2 years ago, yeah, right now, rates are great for you. Rates are great for you. Let's go. Run it. We're going to go ahead and see. Let's go see what she got to say. Oh, you know, new technology.
Buyers are being bossy. 1 out of every 6 real estate transactions in Southern California is canceling. It's gone up 2% to over 16% of all transactions are canceling. The market has shifted. In most areas, it is no longer a seller's market. It is either a balanced market or a buyer's market. And buyers have been waiting for this day. Affordability is still an issue, and inventory is the highest it's been in years. So buyers are being a lot pickier when they're shopping for a home. Things a few years ago they would have thought were just fine. Now they're finding issue with. The other thing buyers are doing is they're not stopping shopping once their offer is accepted. So make an offer on a house, it gets accepted, and they keep looking because they're looking for an even better deal. And if they find it, that's one of the reasons they're backing out. Another reason they're backing out is on inspection. If they find anything, they are asking for everything. And if the seller pushes back, they back out. The third is interest rates. Interest rates have been fluctuating, but if they're locked in and then rates dip down, they'll just cancel. Now, the market is slow for a lot of reasons. The general economy, the higher interest rates. Only 14% of California can actually afford to buy a home. And then we have the natural up and down timing of the year, where July is typically a very slow month. People are on vacation, the kids are out of school. Not a lot of people are shopping for a home in July in Southern California. Things tend to pick up in the late fall. And with the economic numbers, it looks like that's going to be coupled with a Fed rate cut, which will hopefully push the mortgage rate down. There are also sellers refusing to come down on the price, and they are taking their homes off the market, but not at the rate it's pushing down inventory. So if you're a buyer, don't play games. Find the house you love, where you want to be, and set reasonable expectations. And if you're a seller, in order to get to the closing line, you're gonna have to be open to giving credits and cooperating with a buyer. And even those may not keep them involved.
Yep. It may not keep them involved. So we had a transaction where literally 2 out of the 3 times the contract fell, it was because I'm 99% sure that the buyer found something better. Either better house, a lower price, something they wanted a little bit more, or they said, hey, let's wait for the rate to adjust a little bit more. So, real talk. News nugget. Okay, let's talk about Trump, guys. Listen, Trump, you got to realize we're dealing with a president that loves the real estate market. Whether you're for him or you're against him, you got to be for what he wants to do with builders, which is making it easier for buyers to get into homes. And that's going to be more important because we have an influx of property, which I suspect is going to happen as this foreclosure rate starts to go further and further up. You got an influx of properties coming in. You already got buyers that are pushing to grab properties that's sitting inventory, but they're in a position of strength. Guess what? More inventory dilutes the buyer's ability to negotiate wildly. Actually, I take that back. More inventory increases the buyer's ability to negotiate wildly. That's why I say 2026 gonna be crazy. You just gotta figure where you fit in it. Hey man, I'm gonna jump off this live stream. We got a stream starting the next half an hour. We gotta get prepped for that thing. Live free, give hope. Go to 12monthfreerent.com. Check it out. Enter the sweepstakes. Win the apartment. Don't cry about not having enough money because you already got a fully furnished apartment, utilities included, and you're cash flowing off of it. Nobody tells you got to move into it. Nobody says it. 12monthfreerent.com. Don't complain about the finances being out of shape. Change it. Change it, change it, change it. And we giving you tools and opportunities to change it. When you're there and you decide to get some merch because the guy running it, he's literally giving it away. It's too many scams out this mug right now. Everybody thinks everything is a scam. I get it. Everything, some stuff like, oh, it's too good to be true. They give cars away. They give y'all win trips to Maui and Mexico. Why can't you win an apartment? Why? You just don't believe you can fly? You don't believe you can touch the sky? You don't think about it every night and day? And that is the problem. Don't let hope steal all your perspective right now. It is crazy, but it's not hopeless. Because the Prince of Peace, the God of your life, the lover of your soul is in you. And I will leave you with this today. It's not about what's going on outside, guys. It's what's going on the inside. When I discovered that, I stopped paying attention to some of these people out here because they have no idea what's going on. They trying to figure out life themselves. So go to the well that always runs over. Go to the one that it will always be your best friend when this hits the fan. And just listen to him. Because everybody should have a plan going into 2026. And even if you're not flipping real estate or flipping vintage, you should be doing something and he will guide you to that place you should be doing. And I'm a believer in that. That's why I'm talking to you. Like, subscribe, follow the content. You can follow me on YouTube, Real Estate Lunchbox. You can follow me on Instagram, Real Estate Lunchbox. You can follow me on Twitter, Real Estate Lunchbox. You can follow me on Twitch. This guy right here, he followed me on Twitch, Real Estate Lunchbox. Twitch is Real Estate Lunchbox 365. I do AI drops. We talk about all of that, how it hits real estate, how it can affect. And I'm always going to be giving away real estate game because after 17 years and Negroes ignoring me, Negroes, I have to scrap to learn every last bit of piece of information out here. Lose heavily. Y'all cry about a couple $100. Try losing thousands, tens of thousands of dollars. Y'all will pull your hair out. Half of y'all would have quit. And I'm here to tell you not to. Like, subscribe, follow. I'm jumping on to this next stream. I got to be there in the next 30 minutes. You guys have a blessed day. God love you. And remember, ignore those haters. Ignore those haters.